If you want cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more, then check out G2A. A link is in the description below. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ and welcome back to another video here. So we're going to be talking about mostly the PlayStation 5. We got a couple of bits of information here that I wanted to discuss. This is actually interesting stuff, so let's jump into it. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, super appreciated. If you're new, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on. And if you want to support the channel directly, you guys can do so by checking out my channel memberships or by checking out my sponsors, G2A, for some cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and more. And they Control Freak and Scuff. I use them every day when I'm playing. Code OGXRAYZ get you a discount over there. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So we're going to be talking about a couple of articles. First one, Sony confirms the PlayStation 5 won't support SSD storage at launch. This I honestly, that doesn't really bother me that much. It's going to be a while before you use up all of your memory, and you want to use it on games you're actually going to be playing that are like first party games that are huge. Games that I'm going to be putting not on there are probably going to be games like Call of Duty, which was recently announced to actually be, I believe, about 125 gigs, which is actually kind of insane that it has to be that size. And I think they said that you have to also be aware that it might go all the way up to like over 250 gigabytes. I think that might be like post-launch content and stuff like that, but that's kind of crazy. For now, let's talk about this guy. But it says Sony says its PlayStation 5 can load virtual worlds far faster than ever before, thanks to one of the fastest solid-state drives ever made, but it's also not a particularly big drive. Sony has confirmed to The Verge that you won't be able to expand the blazing fast SSD storage on day one. While the PS5 features a dedicated internal slot that can theoretically fit standard stick-shaped M.2 SSDs and an easy way to access it, the slot will apparently be disabled out of the box. This is reserved for future updates, Sony tells The Verge. If you've been paying close attention to the PlayStation 5 news, then this won't be a big surprise. PlayStation hardware architect Mark Cerny spent several minutes talking up the SSD storage expansion feature as part of his technical preview back in March, but he also said that at the time the support will likely be its, quote, a bit past launch. So that kind of sucks, but again, I don't think we're going to use up all of our memory that quickly. And again, if you're really mostly playing games that don't require fast loading, unless it's like a multiplayer game, like I'm going to be putting all of my multiplayer type games that I don't really need to load quickly into on an external hard drive. And then anything that is story narrative based, especially open world games that have loading but where you're trying to get from one area to another, those I would definitely put on the regular SSD. So that's just the way it kind of goes. We'll see what happens with that. But anyways, that was the first piece of news. A lot of people were still kind of upset that the actual size of the hard drive is like 600 gigs, roughly around there, after you factor in the OS for the PlayStation 5. I still am surprised they went with an 825 gigabyte hard drive. Like, that's crazy. Or SSD. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are getting pissed. I keep saying hard drive. The other thing actually is they just unveiled that PlayStation 5 will have gamer presets or game presets that will let gamers start every game with their preferred settings. Now, this was just kind of seen a little bit. PlayStation actually uploaded a video that was literally all about the PlayStation 5 and all the different settings you can go to, 3D audio and all that stuff. And they actually ended up kind of scrolling through one of them, which is called in the recommended settings, where it's called game presets. Now, if you look at the image, you guys can see that it has a difficulty. You can actually choose what your difficulty is right off the bat before you even jump into game, and it'll like have it already picked for you. You can choose performance mode or resolution mode as well, first person view if you want that, or third person view, and then subtitles and audio. So all of that will be something you can set in the presets, so that when you jump into the game, it'll automatically have all of that selected for you, which is kind of cool. It's a nice little quality of life feature. The other thing I did want to mention as well, I think this was actually confirmed today, but it looks like PlayStation 5 will only have, I think, 4K and 1080p resolutions. There will be no 1440p or 2K, which kind of sucks. I actually had upgraded my monitor. I made a video on that the other day. Check it out if you guys missed it. But I upgraded to a 1440p 144 hertz monitor just because I cared more about refresh rate than I care about resolution, specifically at the size that I have. I have a 27-inch monitor, and I just prefer having the refresh rate over that. And because I will be upgrading anyways, my graphics card, which hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get that once the AMD one launches, because by then I'm assuming Nvidia is going to have a huge stockpile to try to undercut them But I'm going to be playing mostly on PC anyways once I do upgrade my graphics card, and 2K 1440 Hz just felt like the sweet spot right there for people who are starting to go up in resolution. And if you're someone who's broke, I would rather have a 2K 144 Hz monitor for PC games than I would a 4K 60 Hz monitor. That's just the way it goes. If you can afford an $800 4K 144 Hz monitor, awesome. But you know, we're already spending $500 on a next gen console. If you're buying a graphics card, that's $500 for the entry level one. Do you really want to spend another $800 when you could use that money to upgrade something else in your desktop, or to buy a freaking Xbox Series X or whatever? So personally, I just decided that 2K was my resolution of choice here at 144 Hz. And it's a little disappointing that we're not going to have the opportunity to have 2K resolutions on the PS5. It's kind of weird that it just jumps from 4K down to 1080p. So maybe there's some way to upscale. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on there, but that kind of sucks. And that's just the way that it goes, boys. So anyways, now the last thing I want to talk about, they did mention today that, or at least they should say, there's been a ton of reviews going up for the Xbox Series X, and it's actually been mostly pretty good reviews. I've been seeing a lot of them just saying that they're perfect for next gen, that it might be a boring console in terms that it doesn't have the Connect and all that weird, crazy, gimmicky stuff anymore, but people just prefer that. I think we all prefer a console that's a beast at gaming and would rather have that over some flashy console. Like, I would rather have this box right here, right? So the reviews are actually pretty good so far. Let me know what you guys are getting. Are you getting an Xbox Series X, a PlayStation 5? Are you upgrading your PC maybe? Let me know in the comment section below. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. I super appreciate it. If you're new, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on. And if you want to support the channel directly, you guys can do so by checking out my sponsors, G2A for some cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and more. Link down below to them. And then Control Freak and Scuff. I use them every day when I'm playing. Control Freak's actually also having a sale right now. You can get, I believe it's 30% off. So check them out if you guys want to. Link down below if you guys want to check them out. Code OGXRAYZ gets you a discount as well. So anyways, you guys have an awesome day. I'll see you guys in the next upload. Follow me on Twitter at OGXRAYZ if you guys want to talk, interact, see what I'm up to. Or you can check me out over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/theOGXRAYZ. I'm going to be streaming and doing more once this next gen consoles come out. I've just been super busy and haven't been streaming, but give me a follow. You won't regret it. We play other games, not just COD over there. So check me out. You guys have an awesome day. Take care. I'm out. Peace.